Hello and welcome back to the channel. Summer may be over, but there's still a bit of lager left to go. That's right, the Great British Summer now has kind of ended. It could always get warm randomly again at 1 week in October because it likes to mess with us, but for the most part it's kind of done. But we still have some lager yet to review, and well, it's a nice enough day for early September, so let's get on with it. This can was part of the bulk order from Vocation last week, so if you want to see everything I bought, then a link up there to that video. But meanwhile, this was one of the most requested beers for me to review out of that box, and I bought quite a few of them, so I do hope it is good. It's called Hebden Lager, and it's just a northern British lager, I think. I don't really know much more about it. I've not looked at all on the can. I don't even know what strength it is, to be honest. Sorry, just say on the back, 5% in fairly big letters, so perfect, solid, proper lager territory. Let's get into it. But first, a quick look at the can. All as expected so far, and even a half decent pour. Visually it looks like lager as always. It's actually slightly paler in person than it is on the screen that you can see, but nice amount of carbonation coming up, decent kind of mid-foam white head on it. Yeah, looks very appetizing, I have to say. I've not had a good pint of lager for quite a few weeks now, so looking forward to this. Aromas, ooh, it's got a bready malt kind of German inspired thing going on there. Not too dissimilar to the kind of the Paulaner Muncher Hales, that kind of thing. Smells super fresh, going to be super refreshing. Some super mild fruity notes, kind of slightly citric, slightly fruit berry, but I mean, you know, they're so low down in the pecking order for a lager. It's just, there's just a tip of the hat to those kind of aromas, but they're very much just overpowered by that predominant German style bready base. That said, I was picking out something else fruity there. I was struggling to put a finger on it, and actually there's a bit of a watermelon thing going on here. I don't know if it's kind of just psychosomatic because I know it's going to be so refreshing and it's a bit sweet on the nose, but there's definitely something reminiscent of a watermelon aroma really deep down. It took a minute for it to come through. It's not there straight away as soon as you pour it, but yeah, this smells like it's going to be properly good. So, let's do this. Cheers. Oh yes, that is proper lager. That is, yeah, that's there. That's got it. I'm no longer concerned about having bought 6 of these blind. That is very good. We'll talk about some of the detailed points in a second. Got a lot of elements, a lot of different styles I reckon influence this. There's, I say, that German style bready malt on the nose. It does come through in the taste, but it's not as heavy as a lot of those German lagers and pilsners. It's definitely got a bit of a Czech pilsner vibe as well in some elements of it, and it's not lacking in flavour. There's bitterness. There's all sorts. I will say I was a little bit hesitant, despite buying 6 on a whim, that this was going to be a bit so-so, because I did try Vocation's Pilsner in a stubby can. It was far from a bad beer, but it was just okay, and I expected a bit more from them. This is a straight-up lager. It's not a lager that Vocation have done something crazy with, but it is a very good example of one. Right then, top to bottom taste test. Initially a bit sweet, light carbonation on the front of the tongue, exactly what you'd expect. Second phase, you get a nice big hit of bitterness. It's not jarring, but oh, it's there, and it just dry out the tongue quite a bit. And then you get flavour splash and a kind of a big carbonation hit. A lot of carbonation bubbles prickling around the mouth, and a lot of the flavours you get in that bit, you're almost getting a bit of, it's not quite a hop burn, but there's definitely a quick jump, a brief fluttering of real hop in the back there, which is not all that common for lagers. It's not overpowering though. It's obviously using some sort of German or Eastern European style hops for this. It suits the palate ever so well. It's just a bit of a reminder that this is proper beer, not a commercialised lager, if you like. And then to finish, this is where kind of the beauty of it is. You've got that German breadiness, and then that's very sharp, refreshing, cleansing sensation that you get from the likes of a Czech Pilsner, and even some Asian lagers actually. It's that kind of thing. It's kind of a blend between the two of the German style and the more refreshing Pilsner. That is quality. Let's take a look at the can. It says, brewed by Vocation, born in the north, Hebden Premium Lager. In our little town, eccentrics and artisans, we like to create the unexpected and unrivaled. This lager is no exception. Clean, crisp and refreshing. This is lager done properly. That it is. Alcohol 5% volume. Again, Vocation Hebden Lager, light golden colour, crisp, refreshing aroma, clean, straight up taste. Yeah, absolutely is. Nothing sticks around. It's a proper cutting. Will be great with some very either spicy or strong flavoured food. This really would. It says, we brew bold beers and serve punchy pints because that's the way we like them. From our hilltop in Yorkshire, we'd rather set benchmarks than trends, only making beer that we're proud to put our name on. It's what drives us, it's what made us, it's our vocation. Vocationbrewery.com. It says, pour carefully, may contain sediment. Not seeing any in there. There might be. There's not really anything left in the can. The design is by robotfood.com. Ingredients are water, malted barley, hops and yeast. And that really is everything. Their address, it's 2.2 UK units per can, it's a 440ml can. And that is it. It's one of those beers really that, despite being very, very good, it's actually difficult to say an awful lot about. Just as per the style, it's not really wanting for lots of varied flavours, deep tones and absolute subtleties. What you want is something that just hones quality and gives that refreshing, lasting sensation, which this does in bags. Now, yes, it has that German element and a bit of that Eastern European Pilsner to go alongside it, which, well, to be honest, they're kind of the two best styles of lager slash Pilsner, so mixing them together, I'm happy. I'm happy. It's definitely got a bit more body than most of the Pilsners. It's not quite as deep and bready and heavy as the German styles. It is properly in the middle and it's a big thumbs up. I'm trying to think what would rival this really. It's getting very close to a Pilsner Urquell kind of thing, but I reckon this actually, I'd like to do a side by side because I actually don't think I've got any bottles of Pilsner Urquell left, but if I get any more, I'll do a side by side with these because I think this would actually just take it, and that is a damn fine beer. So this just feels a bit more fresh, a bit more craft, a bit more, well, it is, you know, a bit more attention paid, I guess. And yeah, big thumbs up. I don't have an awful lot to say about it, but if you enjoy lagers, especially European lagers, then I don't think you'll be disappointed with this one. And that really is all I've got to say. So, as always, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like it. If you haven't already, subscribe if you would be so kind. And I'll catch you next time. Cheers.